Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. So, today we're going to talk about the merchant and partner section of the Pokemon World Championship 2025 event. In general, it was very, very positive. I love it so much. Can't even begin to describe. I did make a couple mistakes that I will know for next year. For example, we went to the Bandai model section. We saw they want so many people carrying the Bandai model kit, like after they finished shopping, but we didn't realize because I was stupid, and I should have run there immediately, seeing how many people like carry a little small box bag of Bandai model out, after they shopping. I was not associating, so I was stupid. So what happened is they have all this good, cool Bandai models. Some of them you probably see from Hobby Lobby before or other stores like GameStop and stuff. You saw it before, but they have way more selection there. They have a whole displays case. I put in the shorts as well. I'll put the link of the shorts there in the description. But basically, they have free cases that looks absolutely stunning. But by the time we went on day two, most of it's gone. I did purchase the Ho-Ho because I thought it was cool. I actually want there are a couple ones I want. I want a Jumbo Eevee. I want the Jumbo Magikarp. They're out. The Lugia is out. Rayquaza is out. Like all the cool ones are out. There are a lot of other ones I want to buy. They are at a bargain of $10 each model, and if you guys knew the pricing, it's not $10 in say GameStop, Hobby Lobby. They are like $12. I think it's Hobby Lobby. I forgot how much it was in GameStop, but whatever the price is, it's way more than $10 plus tax, and tax in LA is cheaper than where I live. So I was like, I need it. So I bought the Ho-Ho. I only have room for, because it's still a box, so you don't want to smash it in the suitcase. Well, unless you create it right off the bat that night. You kind of don't want to smash the case. You kind of like want to keep it bubbled. So it took a lot of room comparatively, real estate for how small the figure is comparatively when you're done. So that took so much room. So I only bought the Ho-Ho. I went solo without my husband. I don't know where he was actually. Now thinking about it, where was he on day two? We didn't split in theory until after. Oh, I know where he was. He has to rest in the hotel while I go shopping. Yeah, I had no break at all, and he is the one that I need a little tiny break back to the hotel and get his sanity. So we split, and I went to Bandai. We're gonna meet up at the merch section, so that's why I went off on myself on Bandai. While carrying my bubble, because I went to hire to buy my bubbles, and he said I'm gonna take a rest. I don't need bubbles because I'm the mom at that point. So that's what happened. Do check out my video of all the cool Bandai. We also went to the main card trading, plush trading section. There are so many plushies. It take all my resistance to not look at plushies. There are just so many of them. Some of them are like the Japan Pokemon Center exclusive ones. So unless you go to Japan, you're not gonna get it. Well, you can buy it on eBay, of course. But there's so many of them. I just literally I go to the card section and not the plush section, because I know I'll be in trouble if I start looking at plush. It would be so much trouble. So just to confine my spending to just cards, that's what we did. There's so many cool cards. If you look at my shorts, there's so many cool cards there at crazy prices, of course. And then I get a reality check of my collection prices while we were checking on the cool selection. My husband was into the Lily card with Clevery, the new one from Partners, Journey Together. Sorry, it's called Journey Together. He was so into it, but the price was pretty firm. I believe it was $130 for PSA 9, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty firm on $130. It's basically eBay price, kind of, when we are like, well, we haven't opened our box, we'll try our chance. We know $130 is not too bad, but we didn't buy it. there are other like Holy Grail, like I said. There are the Asian cars as well, so we didn't look at any of them. For the most part, my husband want big ticket items, which he's too cheap to pay at that point because he don't want to carry it. He figured he can buy on eBay and ship it to him and probably the same price. So he didn't do any purchasing. The purchasing is mostly on me, which is buying the lower ticket items. When I say lower, I use the word relatively. It's not lower. I think I spent like 400 there at least in the stores. I was checking mainly on the binders. On the side, which you have to wait because it's crowded. You have to wait. It's hard. You just have to like squeeze yourself in as soon as a person finish a binder. You want to stand next to them so they can squeeze yourself in. For the most part, you're doing the flipping service because there will be people behind you look at the cards as well, and they will be like, can you pass me that card, can you pass me that card, which is fine because it's just like a part of like the community. It's kind of funny. My husband cannot do that, so he was just like standing at the sideline kind of. I was like, I don't mind the crowded situation as long as there's just two layers of people behind me and not free, like no one is gonna push me. I'm fine with that kind of. So he was like standing with his little mobile fan. If you guys saw a guy with mobile fan next to the card section, that was him, by the way. And always the one would be in the front flipping the pages. So that was fun. I did made a couple purchases which I put on the shorts as well, put in the description. I think all in all is great experience. The other funny part was, so I'm a housewife, so I did math, and usually the local small ticket items is purchased by me. So in general, I have a rough idea of how much things are. If you get this thickness of a stack, that's how much it is, because usually it's ballpark the same amount. And I was paying, and then it was like, I paid. So you can pay by credit card or you can pay by cash. For the most part, I paid by credit card because I don't want to deal with cash. I did do a couple cash transaction, because it's just I just don't feel comfortable grabbing my wallet out. I guess I should have put cash in my pants pocket and stuff ahead of time instead of like grabbing a wallet and stuff, which I learned. So that's something you should do as well. And just kind of like pay by credit card, and then I scanned it, I beeped it, and then it was a wait, the price didn't sound right. So I was not totaling, which I should. You should grab your cards and total before you talk to the vendor. And in theory, you should bargain, and I didn't because I was just like happy with the cards and I completely forgot about the bargain part. But anyway, the haggle and the bargain, I completely forgot about that part. Anywho, I paid, and then I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right. I didn't total up, but it doesn't sound right because I bought not just like two cards, I bought a stack, which probably you shouldn't. Like, you probably either want to total up or you just buy small at a time so then you know how much it is. Anywho, the total was off. It was about over $100, and I was thinking this stack cannot be over 100 because I kind of knew my price. I don't know the exact, but I know this thing cannot be over 100. It will be close to 100, but would not be over 100. So I was like, wait, how much did you just charge me after I scanned the credit card, right? So then we start at using the calculator to total up without discounts, right? Of course. And it was off. It was off by $11, which is like nothing comparatively. Like, you probably can get 2 free cards for $11. So basically it's not off by that much, but it's still like, if you're closely monitoring the pricing of your cards, you kind of guessed how much you're off, kind of. So then they refund me in cash in for the $11 difference. It's not a biggie. Like I said, it's probably like an honest mistake. They double some certain cards or something. But it was kind of like, do check the price. Don't be too excited, which was what happened to me. I was too excited and I completely forgot to add the price and haggle and all the stuff that I should have been doing. I was just too excited finding my cards that I usually cannot find in my local store. So that's what happened. So in general, it's very positive. They were very honest. I mean, they refunded right away, so there's no mistake. I was still standing there, so I just like prepare to add it up. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. The prices is very comparable to your local car store or eBay for the most part. Do check out for the store location because there are a couple of the vendor actually from local, as in they are local. They will bring in new inventory every day. I mean, it's only 3 days, but they will bring in inventory. So those are the ones you want to keep going back. There are also vendors that kind of replenish every day, not because they are local, it's because they buy back and they put it back into the binder right away. So they buy from someone at a lower cost because usually it's like 70% or of the market price, and they put it back in the binder right away. So then you can see they replenish as you're flipping the pages. So those are the ones that you might find a gemstone there, like you might find the good things. But do also worry about the condition as well if that was your thing, because I did buy a one that was, it was not expensive. It was an $8 card, but turns out that was a really bad damage line. It's a straight line. I thought it was a print line, but my husband was like, you would never get a print line at the back. Like newbie, kind of. That's what he told me. It was a line at the back. So most likely is that at the edge of the sleeve that it damaged. It's not indented. It almost looks like a print line, but it's not a print line. So and it's horizontal all across because it probably at the edge of the sleeve. So that rendered the card, that is my $8 penalty for not checking. And it's hard to check because you're, like I said, you're in a crowded location. The lighting was not perfect. It's not the type of, it's kind of gloomy and stuff. The lighting is not helping you in terms of checking the condition like a daylight lighting as well, especially the vendor at the back. It makes it even worse. Because of the crowd, it's not like too crowded. Like I've been more crowded conventions before, so it's not too crowded because like I said, there could be more crowded, but it's crowd enough that you want to just hurry and keep going, type. So and my husband was like blowing his fan to himself. He said that was the best gift I get for him, because I got him electric fans that, like, like a power battery fans that works on battery as well as power bank. So he was like having that, enjoying his breeze, because it was kind of muggy and crowded and not enough air circulation at that part of the convention. So, and then the vendor was like joking with him and having a handheld fan at the same time. It was funny. They were funny. So people joke, people enjoying. You can feel the community there. Just don't be too excited. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I learned my lesson to not to be too excited. Even though I keep saying don't be too excited, I'm still too excited. So that was great. Yeah, I think it broadens your horizon to find other vendors besides your local store. So I guess that's the good thing. And I already showed the Holy Grails, so like the expensive cars as well, they're usually behind the cabinet. So I think there are like about 5 car vendors or something. I mean, some sells specialized expensive cars as compared to the other ones is like your regular, comparatively regular merchandise as well. So those are good. I think I rated almost like 10 out of 10 for the event. It was great, that whole merchant. Even though with the little festive, I was talking about the overcharge and stuff, they corrected it, so that's why I give it a 10 out of 10. You just have to be careful what you're doing. I guess that's what I'm saying. So yeah, and the Bandai, I would go day one next time. If people were buying stuff and you see the bags and you see a lot of people buying from that place, just go there immediately. Don't hesitate. That's what I'm gonna say. I didn't hesitate. I just didn't plan for it because I was like, Bandai model. I saw your Hobby Lobby. Why would I need to get it from convention? Turns out there's so many more options that they don't have it in store. So that's what happened. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's a longer than normal. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Bye.